Hey everybody, it's Mike Young, lifestyle nutritionist. Welcome to chapter 145 of my book, Live to 150. Now this one, oh, by the way, I'm a lifestyle nutritionist with aPlantBasedDiet.org. This one is talking about the disconnect, which you may not even realized it or thought about it, between so-called experts in this field of, I don't know, the plant-based movement, uh, you know, choosing lifestyle over other traditional methods of optimizing health. Now, they'll all give you kind of like their own song and dance, right? And their own prescription, not a pharmaceutical prescription, but a life habits prescription. And the problem is that a lot of these people don't even follow their own advice. And how do you think there's even any way to tell? You go back to the chapter I did on food and growing your own food. You don't know if you're not growing your own food, you don't know what you're actually getting. You don't know about the soils, if it's grown in the sun. You don't know when they picked it, if they picked it green and gassed it so it turned red. There's all these factors. You don't even know how long it's been since they picked that thing. Okay. I'm talking about plants. I'm talking about whole plants. The only way you know is if you grow it yourself. And I would make sure that you consider, if you're ever listening to someone besides me, and you shouldn't, of course not, just listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else. Just keep playing this book over and over again. Put this playlist on repeat. So whenever you open up your YouTube, you're just hearing another channel, or not channel, chapter. See, this is real. This is live. It's a chapter. I have to correct myself. All right. So many of them don't practice what they preach. That's the thing. They tell you one thing and there's no way to prove what they're doing. A lot of times they won't even tell you exactly what to do. I think that I've done a pretty good job of narrowing down so many of these habits, especially the food, but especially the other habits too, that you really have to do. And I've told you my own personal experience, right? How I have felt the pain that goes along with not complying. But when these other folks, these so-called experts, don't comply, they don't share the pain. You ever heard a self-proclaimed health expert talk about, oh, I got this health problem. It's serious. Oh, my doctor put me on this. I got this med now. No, they never mention that. They never talk about their own health. Why is that? It's a little concerning. I'm talking about my own health, all right? I'm telling you, I haven't been on any meds, don't have any chronic illnesses. That's the goal. Don't do any of that stuff. So how do you do it? You listen to your body. You keep adjusting your habits. So you're optimizing your health, right? This is a legit way to do it. This is a transparent way to do it for that matter, okay? I see a lot of people talking about, and go back to my chapter on whole food plant-based. Oh, we're eating whole food plant-based. You should only be eating whole food. And I look at them and I don't say anything. I never do. But it's pretty obvious from me, from looking at them, that they're not following their own advice. All right? Don't be one of those people. Do not be one of those people. It damages the movement. It illegitimizes the movement. It actually makes it seem like you shouldn't have very high expectations when you follow my advice. And I'm just talking about people that don't look right, or someone's definition of health optimized. That's one level. Okay. That's the lowest level. Okay. The problem is there's people at the higher level, which is they actually look health optimized on many boxes checked, but they're not following this the way they should be. They know it. And that's bad because it's not going to end well. And maybe that's why nobody else but me has gone out on a limb here. And again, we're keeping it plant-based, going out on a limb and say I'm going to live to 150. You're not going to know if what I'm saying is right for another 98 years. I don't even know if the internet's going to be around. I hope it is. I hope people know what YouTube is, because this is the only platform this stuff's going on, just on YouTube. Please, YouTube, stay in business. We got to do this for 98 years. 98 years. This information's got to be out there. That in 98 years' time, you guys will know if I've been practicing what I've been preaching. I mean, maybe I won't make it to 150. I don't know. Maybe, would you guys be okay if I'm like 144? Would that be okay? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I got to actually go beyond 150 according to what you're saying, if you really want to believe that I'm practicing what I preach. Because it's so easy. That's the thing. In society, especially in the United States of America, there's so many distractions. There's so many bad influences. There's so many. It's so easy to not comply. It's crazy. And that's also why these intentional communities, which you go to aPlantBasedDiet.org, click on intentional communities, Terra Fruitus and Fruit Haven, are so important. Because you're out there with like-minded friends in a very hard to get to place. and they're all trying to do the best they can. Maybe you need an environment like that, okay? The most important thing is that you comply. If you think this is like something worth doing, and of course it is, right? Why wouldn't it be something worth doing? Who doesn't want to enjoy their life to the fullest and have fun? That's what this is about. That's really what it's about, quality over quantity. And I know the title of the book has quantity in it, but I have to get your attention somehow. All right. I mean, if I just say that, I don't know, you're going to feel better. Well, feel better for what? And then die at 62? You know, I mean, that's not feeling good for very long. That means I only got 10 more years. And I've known plenty of people that have died at those ages and people who've died before that. It's sad. So let me see. Hardly anyone's doing okay. You'll never hear if they get sick. Comply with diet. Yep. Yeah, and again, my concern out there is that there's no way to prove this. It's kind of like why I say you want to grow your own food. Go back to that. I mean, are there people out there saying, like, I'm doing this? This is exactly what I'm doing. This is exactly what I'm doing, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know, because there are so many variables. Like I said, even in the diet, let's say, even if somebody is raw vegan and say, hey, I have not had a cooked item in 5 years. Okay, well, how are we supposed to know that? We don't know that. I really, really hope it's true if you're saying that. But are they meeting all the other criteria? Is it low percentage of calories from fat? So a lot of very little nuts, seeds, avocados, very little durian. Are you not adding soil, not adding any oil to your food? Because oil is still raw, right? But that's not health optimizing. You know, it's you're adding salt to your food. You can make this raw vegan stuff into like the biggest vegan junk food there is. And that's not following along with what the gurus are saying. But just know that I'm being as straightforward as anybody can, as is even possible. And I'm just expressing and voicing my concern here about those in the movement that are not following their own advice. That's the concern. All right. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this in the comments. And just like so many other things, this is bad for the movement. It's bad for the movement if people aren't following their own advice and they're making it sound like they are. Because a lot of people don't tell you exactly what they're doing, like I said, because they don't want to, because they're going to make themselves into a liar. And that's bad. Okay. I want everybody to follow and do the best that everybody knows what to do. And I want them to live it. And I want you to show it. And that's why I'm doing this book here too, early on at 52, where I'm going to live to 150. So thank you so much for being with us. Look forward to reading the comments. Give us a thumbs up, like this sucker, and of course, subscribe so you get notified when I release one of the last 5 chapters, and also any new material on our awesome YouTube channel. Bye.